why it takes sometimes longer is like when you get a new client, it's a new canvas. And if you have a vision and you're going to take off length, a lot of length or a lot more layering and weight, the hair will respond.
Good question. And once again, we are artists and we're also architects in the sense that we're building shapes and creating a style on a surface or with a texture. And depending on our client and the hair texture that they have, there could be a lot of work involved, especially with the very first haircut. You're introducing something new. Let's say a client comes in with very long hair. It's like, I want short. I want it to my chin. I want lots of texture and movement. She's got tons of hair. I know for a fact that's going to take me some more time. I need time to build that structure, really create a foundation in there, to create that movement and that shape that she wants. And also to personalize, because personalization is where it changes everything. We are artists and technicians, and we know how to create angles and lines, but you're now taking those angles and lines and creating something very personal, very to them. So they could show you a picture and you try your best to get it as close as you can, but it takes time to build, and because sometimes you're going inside the hair. It's not just the outside, you're working inside the hair out to create that structure. So those haircuts take longer. But the great thing is, the next time they come in, let's say it's 2 months, 3 months for their next haircut, it is a little easier for us. We don't need as much time sometimes because the structure's there, we can follow our lines. It takes us it still takes time, but it's gonna take us a little less time because we have already a map of what we've created from the last haircut, and helps us understand what that haircut's done over those 3 months and what we need to do to adjust it or fix it.
Yeah, I mean, why it takes sometimes longer is like when you get a new client, it's a new canvas.
Yes.
And if you have a vision and you're going to take off length, a lot of length or a lot more layering and weight, the hair will respond. And obviously with experience, you can foresee what's going to happen ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very important that we always take a little more time in our initial first visit with a new client, because hair it's a texture, it's a material. It will react to a certain weight removal and heaviness. So if someone like Santo said has a ton of hair, you're going to involve more internal cutting. You do an internal layering, which is going to give you the flow after you give it the structure. And there's a lot of surprises that can happen when you're doing a transformation. So as Santo said earlier as well, the next time it'll be easier because there's less of a guessing game. You understand that person's hair and you understand what will take place when the hair is layered or is texturized. That's what I believe will cause, sometimes for a haircut to take longer than others. Me personally, the worst thing is cutting hair when you're feeling rushed. Pressure of cutting hair. You're performing to create a beautiful haircut. So being rushed is the worst thing. I'd rather a client reschedule, but I don't want to be cutting hair when I'm restrained with the time I have. It happens. Some people I gotta catch a flight to New York in 3 hours. Can you get me out of here and all that stuff? It happens, but generally, it's very important to not compromise what we're doing, because compromising, I'd rather a client leave because I don't have time to give her the full proper service, and then that way we can get a better result, and it's better for our reputation that we don't feel like clients are being rushed. Absolutely, it's a no-no in my books. I'd rather be behind a little bit, but not compromising someone's haircut.
Yeah, surprises happen. We don't know sometimes what we're dealing with, and rushing just can really interfere, and art takes time. And I think it's important, depending on the situation too. We have our regulars that we know them. Oh yeah, I can do that in this amount of time, no problem, because I know you and I know your hair and I know what I can achieve within those parameters. So you're respecting that client's time, but I guess it just comes down to where the limits are. If it's really pushing it, I would rather the client come back and give them the time they need so that they can actually get the proper service done. We should never let our clients feel rushed. But we do have our clients who love that. You get me in and out so quick. I thank you so much. I appreciate that. But once again, most of those clients who come in are those ones that we've done a few times, and we know them and we understand their lifestyle and we can make it work.